What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up in beach magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 50, let it end. 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Marshall Yanda.
Set, hut, go to base. Check, 59. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Let's go. Let's go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Well, everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. Now Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Niners' 28-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson now off the bootleg. This one complete to Ingram. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This pass into the arms of Snead. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Here we go, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go. We got to get this stop here, D.
They go counter with Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Let's put that team on the 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Garoppolo now. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the play action there on 2nd and short, partner. You try and convince those safeties you're going to run for it. Hit them with that play action, looks like a run, and then try and go over the top. Didn't work, but I like the play call.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the ready. Come on, boy, 47. Check, 47. Check.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 2-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20. I'm going to run you over. Get out.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 15.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Breida. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Like 80.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's got Will Tye complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
from the 31. Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go,
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's the former Raven fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1 in the 2018 season.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gould with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He finds Roberts, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Snead's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They run with Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
65, 58, right over there. Hey, Haywood!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Bandit. Say. Shift.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Got a man. It's Brown. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here we go. 180. 58 to Mike. Bring it. 21. Quick dash. Come. Go ahead.
Now it's Breida. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You got me right. Don't be scared of it.
Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Ravens have got it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw is Jackson. And he's got Snead. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big 30-yard play on third. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Check down to Breida. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, You can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jackson now. Buying time to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Jackson to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. It's complete to Snead. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 12.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This is Breida, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 16-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Wide, get wide. 12.
They run again with Breida. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the 9-yard line.
4 down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Here we go. 180!
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.